welcome back to my channel.
So today's video will be of me making these cute Burda shorts. Mad cute. I got this pattern for $2.99 at Joann's on sale.
If you haven't already, please body slam that subscribe button.
And this is the fabric that I will be using to make it. This is like some scrap, I don't know what it is, a bed sheet or something like that. So y'all already know how I do. I trace the pattern onto a newspaper with Sharpie marker, and then I cut the fabric out, and the process begins of making beautiful art. Also for this pattern, if you're like me, and you trace your patterns out on paper, just remember to write side seams, because I kept forgetting what was a side seam and what was like the front and back of the fabric. So just keep in mind that. So you're going to sew the side seam in the crotch part, and then you're just going to feed it through like how you normally do with pants. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I have another video which I will reference above that shows you how to feed your pant leg through, so that way it's so much easier to sew that inner U part of pants. So I'm kind of doing it here, but it's hard to tell because these are shorts and not pants. But you want to have one on the right side and one on the wrong side, and then you're going to put the one that's on the right side inside the one that's on the wrong side and connect the 2 points that are on the top of that U shape that you would get for your pants. Okay, so once you get the 2 top points together, pin it and then go around and pin the other side, so that will be easier for you to connect all the other pieces. So once you get the tops pinned, you want to do the crotch area, and then you want to also pin the middles together. Make sure that slit in the middle is facing, like they're both facing each other the correct way. Like that line, they're both right on top of each other. Kind of perfectly, because then your pants will come out better. So I would press that line open, because I didn't press it open, I should have, but I would press that line open and then pin. And just pin everything all around. Once everything is pinned, just sew all around. Make sure you sew at least 1.5 centimeters away from that area, so that way you're able to like zigzag or cut or serge. It should now look like this. As you could see, like the shorts are forming, they're all attached, and the middle parts look awesome. So once everything is sewn, now what you want to do is you want to flip it to the right side, because you're going to attach the waistband and the little frills or the ruffles. So you're just going to sew the side seams of the waistband together. Okay, so for one side of the waistband, you're only going to sew half of it. So you're not going to sew the full thing, because that's going to make like a little opening for your elastic. So basically it's going to be one part fully sewn, and then the other part, as you can see right here, you're going to stop at that line, like the halfway mark, and you're just going to sew that half. Okay, then you're gonna press the side seams open all together, because the waistband, it'll just make everything so much easier. Just press it all together, like you're gonna press the middles down. Okay, so now you want to attach the waistband. So the way I did it in this video is wrong. I then fixed it off of camera, but what you want to do is you want to fold the waistband in half, and I have a picture of how the half should look like. So don't do this. Don't pin it the way I did. So this is how it should look like. Fold it in half and then sew it like that. And don't even worry about creating a opening for your elastic, because we already did that with that part that we only sewed half of. I say this time and time again, but I highly recommend getting a serger. So now it should look like this. So as you can see, everything looks super clean and neat. And now it's time to add the elastic. So on the other side, we have a little hole there that's really pretty clean, and you wouldn't even be able to see it, to add the elastic. So you're going to just slip the elastic through. Once you have fully slipped the elastic through, you're going to like sandwich the elastic and sew on top and then cut the excess off. And also just like move it around a bit so that way it's equally all around. It should now look like this and the shorts are forming. Now it's time to add the frills or the ruffles. So we cut that fabric out in fours according to the pattern, and then you're going to sew two pieces together like so. Once all the sides are sewn, what you're going to do is you're going to fold that fabric in half and then base stitch. So base stitch, if you don't know what it is, it's when you basically put your stitch length all the way to the last one. So on my machine it's 7, and then it makes like a long stitch. So you don't back stitch here. So now is the fun part. It's attaching the ruffles to the pant legs, which is a little bit because you know you got to get it all right. But once you have it all right and tight, it's time to sew. So be careful and take your time when you're sewing the ruffles. So once you have sewn it all perfectly, what you're going to do is you're going to serge it or zigzag stitch it. So I, of course, used my handy dandy serger. That is my baby. Actually, there's a serger on Amazon right now that is like $100. Real cheap. I would get it if you do a lot of sewing projects that involve cottons and like lightweight fabrics. Very satisfying.
Okay, before I reveal the final ending, look at these books that I saw. What the heck? I really hope y'all ain't buying your kids some of these books.
And here's how the shorts came out. They came out super cute. The ruffles came out so roughly. And this wasn't a part of the instructions, but I did top stitch so that way the ruffles stay down. But yeah, it was a super easy project. It was so awesome to make. It only took me like 2 hours. So it was a really cool project to make.
As always, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.